PHP injection theory. Now, PHP object injection is an application-level vulnerability that could allow attackers to perform malicious attacks such as code injection, SQL injection, path traversal, and application denial of service, depending on the context. Now, the vulnerability occurs when user-supplied input is not properly sanitized before being passed to the unserialized PHP function. Since PHP allows object serialization, attackers could pass ad hoc serialized strings to a vulnerable unserialized call, resulting in an arbitrary PHP object injection into the application scope. Now, to successfully exploit a PHP object injection vulnerability, two conditions must be met. First one is the application must have a class that implements a PHP magic method such as _wakeup or _destruct that can be used to carry out malicious attacks or to start a pop chain. Second one is all classes used during the attack must be declared when the vulnerable unserialized is being called. Otherwise, object autoloading must be supported for such cases or classes. Server-side code injection vulnerabilities arise when an application incorporates user-controllable data into a string that a code interpreter dynamically evaluates. If the user data is not strictly validated, an attacker can use crafted input to modify the code to be executed and inject arbitrary code that will be executed by that server. Server-side code injection vulnerabilities are usually very serious and can lead to complete compromise of the application's data and functionality, and often of the server hosting the application. Using the server as a platform for further attacks against other systems may also be possible. PHP injection practical. Now, this is a demonstration of the PHP injection attack. For the demo, we'll be using VWAP. VWAP is a buggy web application that we can use to test various vulnerabilities in the web. Let's see what we can come up with. Okay, that looks pretty straightforward. Scroll down to PHP code injection and then click on hack button. A text message is a link, so let's click and see what happens. Let's try by changing the test to hello. It is, as you can see, reflecting. Now let's take a function like eval. As a result, the PHP code takes a get parameter named message and repeats it back to the page. Have we ever seen reflection go wrong? What can we see? Therefore, to do with this, since PHP is a more advanced programming language than HTML, it has many built-in functions. PHP Info is one of the effective test tools that the site hackers try to utilize to gather information. If successful, it should provide details about the installed PHP version and additional information that can help us better exploit. For most programming languages, you must enter after the function name to call a built-in function. Any disagreements will be documented there if they need to be discussed. Now, okay, so the test worked, and now we know a list of information about our PHP version. Prevention. Whenever possible, applications should avoid incorporating user-controllable data into dynamically evaluated code. In almost every situation, there are several alternatives methods of implementing application functions which cannot be manipulated to inject arbitrary code into the server's processing. It is considered unavoidable to incorporate user-supplied data into dynamically evaluated code, then the data should be strictly validated. Ideally, a whitelist of specific accepted values should be used. Otherwise, only short alphanumeric strings could be accepted. Input containing any other data, including any conceivable code meta characters, should be rejected.